Hi, I'm Filipa, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
It's been about almost 2 years since the last time we kind of talked. And since then, I've noticed that your sound, your creative or your music has really like developed a lot more. Right now with your new single, Do Something, talk to me about like how your development has kind of like evolved since the last time we spoke, which was the debut single.
Sure. Look, I think naturally that always kind of happens. I mean, it's been a minute, and during that time, I think I also have changed. I've grown up, have experienced different things, and that really influences my music all the time because I try to write from that place, from a personal experience place. So I think it's also you develop your skill, right? I mean, I think the more you do something, the more you figure stuff out, the more the more clear you are with the direction you're going musically, what you kind of want the world to hear. So I think it's a mixture of so many things, but mainly I've just like things have changed and I've grown up a bit, and I think I'm definitely more in charge of my sound. I'm more comfortable with it, and yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's just being like, you know what, this is kind of what I want to do. It's finding my voice. It's getting closer and closer to who I really am as an artist, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's great to keep growing and to keep experiencing new things and doing new things musically, creatively. So yeah, I think it's a natural and really awesome progression.
You still pretty much like speak your mind with these songs and your lyrics. Do you feel like that's gotten easier for you to really like open up about whatever situation it is that you're talking about?
I think so, yes. I mean, I've kind of always been unapologetically honest and like super vulnerable. And I think the more I do it, the more I really enjoy it. I think when I started doing it, I was kind of scared. Like the first song I put out that was super honest and out there, I was pretty nervous, because you kind of think to yourself, like, will people react well to this? Will it work? Will people be mad at you? Will people be weirded out that you wrote about them? Like, you always think about those things. And I think I always did in the beginning. And then I got to a point where it was like, you know what? This is my way of expressing what's going on in my head. This is my way of dealing with my feelings, dealing with my thoughts. And the great thing about it is that, there's people out there that can relate. And that's the most amazing feeling, having someone listen to your song and say, you know what, I went through that too. Like, I get you. And, that's happened to me a bunch of times where, people have reached out to me, DM'd me, and just to let me know, that my song helped them get through something, or it was exactly what they were feeling. And that is
Wow.
so rewarding.
With this song in particular, Do Something, like what kickstarted the creative process? Was it like a sound? Was it a lyric? Was it, obviously it's about an experience, but like what really kickstarted it for you?
I think it was a combination of everything, because when we got into studio, everything was really lighthearted, really relaxed. And I mean, we all kind of were sitting together thinking like, okay, cool, what are we going to write about? And I said, you know what, I have this thing I'm going through. And usually this is what happens with all my writing sessions. It's like a mini therapy session, and we kind of all just chat about stuff. Because I love, obviously I want everyone to get on the same page, to get the concept, get what I'm going through, get what's in my head, because you need to be, if you're working on a project together. And I just remember actually saying, there's this guy and he's so complicated and he's just not doing anything. Like, I just want him to do something. And it was kind of a penny drop moment, and we all kind of sat there like, wait, let's, that's it. That's the line. That's the title. So it was so smooth from there on. And I think I knew exactly what I wanted to say. And it was really quick and easy. And we had this really cool guitar groove that that the producer was like, you know what, this is really cool. I think this would like work really well. And somehow it all just came together like really quickly. It was actually one of the easiest songs I've ever written, just because of how smoothly it went. And I mean, we just got it right from the get-go, and we were all on the same page, and it just happened. So it was a mixture of everything, but that's basically the short story of what happened that day.
I feel like you challenged your vocal range on this track. It sounds like there's new techniques that you kind of did with the way that you sang. Is that safe to say? And if so, like, what did you really do to make your vocals differently this time around?
It's really interesting that you say that. Like, I'd never really thought about that. I think the thing I always am so focused on is I need to bring this feeling across. Like, that's like my main focus when I'm, you know, performing or recording. But again, I think it's just like the more I do it, the more comfortable I get with trying new things, trying new like ranges, and trying different sounds with my voice. And I think you get more confident in being able to play around with it and kind of reach different areas that you don't really reach. So I think it just because it really suited the song, I just did it, and it was also very comfortable for me. It wasn't, you know, it's weird because I'm actually super comfortable up there, and I don't do it that often. So, but I mean, it just worked for what we were doing, and it worked for the mood, and that's what I always focus on. So I never actually thought about it that way, but thank you. I'm glad I'm glad there's some sort of improvement or change. I mean, that's a good thing.
Now that you find that comfort in singing it in that range, do you find yourself maybe doing it a little bit more with your music, or do you still want to just like let it flow naturally whenever it comes out?
Yeah, I mean, now that I know that sounds good up there and I enjoy it, like of course I try it more. I try to put it into stuff I'm writing. But yeah, I think it's more about the flow. It's more about like, what does this song need? And that usually is a very natural process of where I actually go with my voice. I think I do like to be super natural, not think about it too much, because I feel like when I do think about it too much, that's when, you know, I start like panicking or getting nervous about a performance. So yeah, it has to suit the vibe. It has to go with it. That's kind of my first goal.
Now, one thing about this year is just that a lot of artists have had to learn to be creative, extra creative, more than the normal. And on top of that, a lot of them have had to shoot their own material. And you did this with the music video, but it doesn't seem like you did it yourself. It doesn't seem like it's some new person trying to figure out how to make a video. Like, it looks cinematic, and your shots are incredible. And like, for example, one of my favorite shots on this entire video was the shot when you're on the window and you see the trees and everything. Like, talk to me about how that process was like for you, pretty much like shooting your own video on your iPhone.
Sure. Well, I mean, naturally, I was super nervous because I've never done it. I mean, I do like, don't get me wrong, I love taking photos. Like, I'm super comfortable with a camera. You know, selfies, I'm down with that. But I think when it came to, you know, having to shoot a music video, that was so daunting. And I think it was super scary having to figure out, what am I going to do with this video? And I actually thought, I think I have an advantage because, you know, the mood that the song has, the vibe that it has, I thought like being at home, shooting a video where I'm at home, and it's, you know, I wanted that vibe of like, I'm kind of waiting around for this guy to make up his mind, you know, and I'm just at home and I'm bored and I'm just, you know, almost waiting around, like, is this guy going to text me? Is he going to call? And I think that immediately gave me the idea of, you know what, it suits the song. Like, why don't I just shoot around my house, like randomly on the floor, lying on the floor, walking past mirrors? I mean, I had a great time. My family probably thought I was insane because I was literally walking around with, I had it attached to a selfie stick, and then I had a little stand, and I was just walking around the house, videoing things. I like put it on the floor, and then I was rolling on the floor and doing weird stuff. So it looked strange, and I felt strange doing it, but it was super fun, and I literally tried everything. So I was really fortunate that, you know, I did have someone helping me edit it, and he's crazy talented, and you know, he's also super cool. So I told him, like, this is my idea. Like, are you down to edit this? And he was like, yeah, of course. Like, do it. Like, take some shots and send it through. And that's exactly what I did. And I think I overdid it. I mean, I took like too many shots, but that's basically how it came across. And I wanted it to be, you know, even the way that it was edited, I had that envisioned. You know, I wanted it to look like everything kind of blends into each other, and it just has that mood, and it just shows me in different positions and different places and different kind of different moods, different feelings. So I'm so happy with how it came out, and I was really proud of myself because I did that. You know, it's cool when you do something and you pull something off, and you're really proud because, you know, it's something that you never thought you could ever do, and it's really a great feeling to be able to say, you know what, I did this.
No, I mean, the angles were incredible. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't seem like it was someone that was just told to shoot something for the very first time. Like, it looked like you actually knew, you know, video angles and what angles to shoot and how to do this and how to do that. Like, it was really well done. So congrats on that.
Thanks so much. That means a lot.
Now that, you know, the single is out, like, what are the plans for you as far as like a body of work? Like, what are you currently working on?
I'm currently single based at the moment. I think I've been, you know, focusing on one single at a time just to get stuff out there, to feel stuff out, to, you know, getting a body of work together is difficult, and it's something that, you know, is a little bit difficult at times, considering that, you know, I haven't really been able to travel. I haven't been able to really sit down in rooms with people and get that material finished and completed and done. So I really do want to release a body of work. That's definitely my next goal. But right now, I'm kind of, you know, working on single at a time and working on getting stuff released more frequently, which I think is super important. So that is what's in the mix right now. I'm really excited for the new stuff that's coming, but definitely always having a body of work in mind. I really want to release an EP soon. So I'm working on it, but at the moment, like, you know, focusing on singles and single releases.
Awesome. Well, congratulations with Do Something. I'm glad that you're doing well, and hopefully this third time we get to reunite once again, because I definitely loved the conversation we had the first time and today. So thank you again for taking the time, Filipa.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.